Hello, lads and ladies, it appears to be me, myself, aka Royalivi, and I'm a bit under the weather this week. Not that any of you asked, but hopefully I don't ramble on too much here. And whoa, look at this, not one, but two, yes that's right, count 'em, two Tier 5 limited rewards last weekend. We truly are living in exciting times right here, and my account is worth somewhere between 7 to 8 grand, you know, so nothing super large, but certainly not insignificant. So to win about £10 worth of rewards with all of these players out is... well, it's clearly unfair. I feel like I deserve more. Nay, I'm entitled to more. So I've set up a GoFundMe here for myself, which you should all donate to because, you know, I deserve it. The simple fact is I am playing this game, so I should be winning a minimum of, oh, fuck it, I don't know, £1 each game week to fund my spiralling hoodie addiction. But okay, no, let's be real here. I am shit at the game. This is all very fair. You only deserve to beat all of the managers behind you on a given game week. And on this game week, I was behind a lot of other managers. I was behind other managers on the leaderboards, not like in a sexual way or anything. Unless you're interested. Shame though, as Menzel scored 100 points in net, as well as Bond here, who recovered from a poor performance last week for Galaxy to come up with a clean sheet and 11 saves, which is 8 saves more than 3 saves. I've done the maths on that, and it checks out. But I think it's like one of the unwritten rules of Sorare. If your keeper scores 100 points, you best believe you're getting let down by some of your outfielders. And then, cap 240 rare, going for that threshold, and I missed out by a decent chunk. 30 points off the mark here. And if we look at my players involved, all 5 players started for a winning team. My defender and keeper even had a clean sheet, and I still wasn't ever really close to hitting 250 points, but I cannot blame the game. I can only blame my cards in the club and my team selection. You know, if we're to get analytical up in this bitch right here, we can see Uri specifically has had a poor start to the season. No decisives, which for a player like him is crucial, as his all-around score is never going to carry the points there. And, you know, if we look at his past scores, we can see he is capable of getting in amongst the action, so hopefully that happens sooner rather than later for him. But I must be a sucker for pain and disappointment, because midweek game weeks give me a lot of it. Always tough to gauge who will be playing and who will be rested and so on. Even researching on Play Sharper and just generally keeping an eye out for team news elsewhere isn't a guarantee to get his starting lineup correct. And it shows here with America Limited, for instance, where Gazdag and Driussi did soccer fairly successfully. But then, Jack Elliott was rested. He was on the bench in a routine CONCACAF win for Philadelphia. Even more annoying, as I had his counterpart Glesnes in the Cap 270 Limited team over here, where he banged out a tidy score, which would have nicely rounded out America Limited, but there you go. And then in both Cap 220 and Cap 240 rare, I was banking on a nice score from Noria Fortuna here. No injury news or anything else I could find on him, and I mean, he was never a certainty to start, but for example, if we looked on Play Sharper, we could see he was about 70% there, so I took my chances, and then Ghent released the lineup, and the fucker is just absolutely nowhere to be seen. So I called the police and filed a missing persons report, so now I've got a court date coming up in the next few months for wasting police time. But I think here, this individual on Twitter summed up my thought process pretty adequately. He said, "Where's Fortuna?" And then I was thinking, yeah, where's Fortuna? Except I was thinking it like maybe with a few more swear words. So, fuck. Again, really, it's my fault just for having this kind of shit player in the club. I need to sell up these sporadic bit part players and focus on consistent talent that are playing every week and getting good scores every week and so on, blah, blah, blah. But that is a problem for future Royalivi to deal with, because right now I just cannot be fucked. At least the Millwall stack has come through again with another midweek card. Probably won't be anything too amazing, being a tier 5, unless Sorare fuck up the reward distribution again. I certainly can't complain though when I consider that this Millwall stack has almost completely paid itself off at this point, but yeah, end of the day for me, it has been a tough 2 game weeks to swallow. You know, swallow in like Sorare terms, not like sexually or anything. Unless you're interested. But okay, it is time for myself, aka Royalivi, to bounce back in game week 355. We go again, no time to be down on our luck. Starting off with Cap 240 rare, going for those thresholds, and I'm super fucking worried about squad rotation at Millwall, what with all the games they've had recently. Long McNamara and Fleming should all play, but their midfield is getting tired, so Saville is a risk here. Saville is always a risk in many aspects of life. I can't include this in the video, can I? I've got my eye on this Jake Cooper auction as well, see if I can get him on the cheap, as he may replace Saville in that extra spot if I do. America rare, pretty standard stuff. Fagundes has been benched the last 2 games, strangely enough, so I'm really hoping he comes back into the starting 11. Kind of need him to start for this lineup to be successful, so if he does, I'm sure he would do just fine as my captain against a weak Houston side. And in the future, I'm looking at getting Rigoni, Valsinen, and maybe Owen Wolf as well when the new MLS cards drop. You know, if they ever fucking drop, I've been banging on about them for about fucking 3 months at this point, and they're still not here. I'm even looking at selling Uri here and replacing him with Zardes and just fully committing to being an Austin fan, but for the time being, this is the lineup. Cap 220 rare, I mean, it's not terrible. Vogie and Johnson have hit a bit of form in the last few weeks. Leonard had a great all-around score last game, and if Lima starts, anything is possible here, so yeah, let's hope they all start and push on for some greatness. Limited challenger, boom, a Celtic stack backloaded with Livakovic in there. Super exciting stuff there. You love to see it. Limited America, and wow, more exciting teams right here, guys. Some Austin players mixed in with some Philly players. Whoa, team selection is it's getting fucking crazy up in here today. Under 23 limited then, and I've got an actual non-stacked lineup. Okay, nice. Let's run with it. Almada will be captaining here, and hopefully Zorgan can get back to bagging out some nice scores alongside some Carranza goals. And then looking at Limited All-Star, and I've actually avoided doing a Champion Limited team this week purely for the fact all of my keepers there that I would have used seem to be a bit injury-laden at the moment. So I've chucked Johnny Bond in net here on the back of his 100 last game week, and then the Champion Europe players are outfield here. I've got the double pairing of Pau and Parejo, and then Çalhanoğlu and Martinez of Inter Milan. So let's hope they do soccer good. I had a big club clear out a few months back that got me some funds and removed some of the dross from the club. I just feel like I need another mini one of those to really narrow down the focus, narrow down the focus away from the shit, get the shit players out the club and really get some like less shit players in. So that would be ideal. So you can like and subscribe to maybe see that or not. I don't know. I'll catch you next time. Love you.